Hello, scholars. Welcome back. It's week 2 of POL450, Research Methods for Political Science. I hope that you all had a good first week of this course as you started to navigate this concept of research methods. I was very pleased with the work assignments that were submitted in week 1, especially your library research. I hope that all of you had success and maybe even found some interest in trying to find topics that you were interested in that could eventually turn into a research project. The one thing that I want to mention, and I will mention this probably several times as we navigate the first few weeks of this course, is the fact that we are doing a research project and not a research paper. So the topics that you submitted, you're not going to write a paper on. Many of them are very broad topics that we are going to narrow down into one specific manageable topic or question that we're going to try to answer. So unlike a research paper where you're going to just report on a topic, we are going to convert your topic into a very specific and manageable research question, and then we're going to try to answer that question. So I believe that many of you have some great topics. I gave you my insight on which one that kind of I felt was the one that I particularly was fond of, but it's up to you as you navigate forward. But we are going to then take that broad topic and convert that into a very manageable research question, and then we're going to attempt to answer that question. And that's what will make up our prospectus. But I think I answered earlier, I spoke of earlier, that this course is built backwards. Where a typical course, and especially here in ops, where you learn, a topic for the first 7 weeks, and then you put all those topics together and you do some sort of final critical assignment. This course is built somewhat backwards. Each week we build a piece of the course. We build a piece of our perspective. Sometimes I think of it as like Legos with my son, where, you have all these pieces and you put them together and you make something of it. And that's what we're going to do in this course. Each week we're going to build a piece. In week 1, we came up with a topic. I think in week 3, we're going to come up with a research question. From a research question, where they're going to figure out how we could answer this. We're going to build an instrument. We're going to build these various pieces, and at the very end of this course, our week 8, for our critical assignment, instead of coming up with a brand new project, you're going to take all those pieces that you have built over the prior 7 weeks, and you're going to put them together. So a lot of the work in this course is on the front side, where a lot of the other courses it's in the final week. So if you are diligent in the beginning of this course, and really focus on creating a good topic, and especially creating a manageable, realistic research question, then a lot of the pieces will come together. But the work is on the front side, and you'll actually benefit from that come week 8, when all you have to do is put the pieces together and submit your completed 3-chapter research prospectus. But with all that being said, we changed paces a little bit this week. Where I talked about these building blocks through the 7 weeks, we do have a little exception here in the second week, because here in the second week, we're going to talk about our Institutional Review Board, or our IRB. It's the laws, it's the ethics, it's the rules of research. So we're going to learn about that this week to get the idea of that there are rules that we utilize when it comes to academic research, and really in research in general. Whether it be social science research or medical research, there's guidelines that we not only need to keep our research within parameters, but it revolves around the fact that we need to protect those human subjects, that we need to protect the people that we're going to be researching, to protect their identity, to protect their opinions, to protect the outcomes of the research, and especially when it comes to the unethical research. And in this week, we've provided you a couple examples of some very unethical research. And I hope that this not only gives you insight on the guidelines of research, but it also will navigate you as you move forward in this course to ask yourself, am I actually going to be able to get the question answered from my particular group, my population, we would call it in research, and would I be able to protect them, and is this actual ethical research? So let's take all that piece by piece and break that down. So our reading assignment this week, to get started with, is going to get away from the book and now use this IRB handbook. So it's located inside CBU in the Provost office. They're the ones where our institutional review board lives, and they create a handbook. And I've created the link for you, and here is the handbook. And we'll use this handbook today to answer some of the questions later on. So that's where our reading will come out of, this IRB handbook. For our PowerPoint lecture, I've provided you a quick little PowerPoint to navigate through on research ethics and the ethics that are involved in research. And this is all going to make sense with our 3 deliverables this week. So our first written assignment is going to be our IRB guidelines. It's going to be due, like all of our assignments, on Sunday by 11:59, and there's 25 points available. And what you're going to do for this week is, after viewing this week's videos and downloading the CVU IRB handbook, we're going to answer the following questions. So the first question is, what is the CBU Institutional Review Board? The second, how many members are on the CBU IRB? What is the general rule concerning research at CBU? What does a current researcher need to seek IRB approval, or when does a student researcher need to seek IRB approval? What are the 3 main categories for human participants research at CBU, and how do they differ? What items must be included in the expedited research IRB application? What is an informed consent, and what information must be included in it? And what is the assent for minors form, and when must it be used? So for each one of these, you need to answer. If you answer these questions, you get 15 points. And then these assignments, you must exhibit college-level writing throughout using correct grammar, spelling. If you're citing something, use APA citations and references. And that's for the 10 points. And once again, on these questions, I'm expecting some sort of depth at the academic label or at the academic level when you answer these. So that is your written assignment. Get the IRB handbook, look up these various questions, review the handbook, and answer these based upon each one of these questions. Our next assignment is going to be our application exercise. And remember, our application exercise is is a fancy word for a quiz. There I have given you 2 videos, the Stanford Prison Experiment and the Milgram Obedience Study. Both of these YouTube videos are short. You're going to review those, and then you are going to answer the following questions. What specific violations of CBU's Institutional Review Board policies did you find in each of these cases? And how could the information found in each of these studies be researched in a way that would comply with accepted ethical practices? 25 points possible. Once again, due Sunday at 11:59. Answer both of them. 15 points. Exhibit some college-level writing and grammar and spelling, APA citations and references for the additional 10. You're going to find that both of these cases are very far on the extreme of the unethical spectrum. So it will be easy to answer number 1, but I really am interested in number 2, is how could we still do this research, but do it in some sort of ethical manner where we not only protect the participants, but we let them know what they're doing and how or even if it is possible. And our final question our final assignment that we have this week is our discussion board. Use the discussion board to discuss the videos and your personal reaction to the 2 studies reviewed for week 2 application assignment. So I want you to base upon, you're going to contribute to the discussion board. That original post needs to be at least 300 words. And then each additional post is going to be at least 250 words, and you need to reply to at least 2 of your fellow colleagues in this course. Remember, a discussion board is not, I agree with, well said, I like what you said on that comment. You are adding to the academic conversation. So I want some sort of insight. I want some sort of opinion. I want you to add to this academic conversation. Read the individual's posts and comment on it appropriately. Once again, same thing, due this Sunday by 11:59. So there you have it for week 2. We have 3 deliverables, a written assignment, an application assignment, and a discussion board. Ensure that you read each one of these instructions thoroughly and report on them and write on them. I look forward to all of you getting these assignments posted on time, and I really look forward to reading through all of your input when it comes to our institutional review board. So I hope we all have a blessed week number 2. I cannot emphasize enough that if you have any issues, concerns, or comments for week 2 or any of the weeks, that you get a hold of me quickly and we can solve these problems early. Once again, I base my assumption on the fact that if I'm not hearing from you, things are going well. So if you do have concerns, if you are struggling, if you need any additional feedback, please get a hold of me and I will quickly reply to those and answer or try to solve any of these problems or concerns that you might have. So have a great week number 2. I look forward to talking to you all again real shortly. Bye for now.